Hello, my friend. This is Clyde. One way only. One way only. Jesus was having an exclusive conversation with his disciples. And in that conversation, one of them said something to the effect that, Jesus, we don't know the way to the Father. John 14, verse 6 gives us Jesus' answer. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Choices can be a good thing, but generally speaking, for me, choices confuse me because, in some regard, I have to make a decision based on quality. I have to make a decision based on what is good for me. I have to make a decision based on which is the best. I run the risk of making the wrong decision. I run the risk of choosing the wrong thing. I much prefer when there is no choice, when there is one and only. It makes it easier for me. Besides, I know that there are some people who love to exercise the power of choice because it gives them bragging right that they made the right decision. So some people, when they're shopping, they research and they ask 1,000 questions to make sure that they will be able to say they made the right decision, the best decision. God has always been about one, about him and him only. When he gave Moses the 10 Commandments, it starts off with, I am the Lord your God. And the number one commandment says, you shall have no other God before me. God did not want to share his relationship with any other. God did not want you to have any other way to serve but to serve him. Then we come across a guy by the name of Joshua. And Joshua was about to die. He was a great leader of the people of Israel. And he had this great big meeting, and he said to the people, today you need to make a choice. Will you serve other gods or will you serve the one true God? And he made a declaration. He said, as for me and my house, we will serve God. Then there was a showdown on a mountain called Carmel, where this prophet Elijah, he noticed that in his country, people were serving idols. And he wanted to set the record straight. And so he had this showdown to prove who is the one exclusive God. And on that day, Elijah prayed to his God, and fire came down from heaven. And he said, hey, there's your proof. There's only one God. But here we come back to a statement Jesus made. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but by me. That was a bold declaration, Jesus. But why was he able to say that? Here is the reason. When God made man, he made the man to have a relationship with himself. But he established it to them that, listen, if you commit a sin, if you do a certain thing, it is going to sever that relationship between me and you. And he called that severing of the relationship death. And as long as human beings live in a place where they were not restored in their relationship to God, then they would be living in death. That death meant separation from God. And so God had to set up a way that that relationship could be restored. And he said it would take blood, pure blood, untainted blood. And for centuries, the Jewish people, they practiced animal sacrifice using animals, but these were animals that were supposed to be pure. But that was not enough. And so God sent Jesus Christ, his son. And his son's mission was to die. And in dying, his blood had to be shed. And his blood was the purest blood, untainted blood. And so when Jesus died and his blood was shed, that proved to be the ultimate sacrifice for his Father. And so here is Jesus saying that, listen, don't waste time trying to find any other way to go to my Father. Don't waste your time trying to find any other way to re-establish the relationship between you and my Father. Because while you are in death, only one thing can restore you and give you back life. And that is if you come through me, because my blood is the one and only qualifier to bring you back to my Father. And so, my friend, what Jesus did was that he took away choices and he presents himself as the only one way to his Father. We do not have a choice to decide on our own. We do not have a choice to establish our own way back to God. No, we do not have a choice to go through other gods. One way, one way. My friend, you and I we need life, because if we are not serving God, then we're on the side of death, separation from God. And so today I encourage you to either celebrate the fact that you're a son of God, or that you will make the decision to come to God the Father through Jesus Christ. Choose wisely. God bless you.